I've heard. Welcome to another episode of Cover Lovers, where we get to talk about this week's incentives as well as some store exclusives. And this is the last Monday before Christmas. I'm super excited. How about you guys? I know Dale's made his Christmas list, right?
He sure has. Sent it to Santa. I sent it personally.
You delivered it yourself. Hi, Dale.
So, really quickly, Dale, what was the number one item you have on your Christmas list that you gave Santa?
What was the top thing on your Christmas list? Your most important thing on your Christmas list? What? Not the whole thing. Which one thing? The owl? Yeah, the owl that flaps its wings and talks back to you.
Yeah. So when you talk to it, it talks back to you.
Which for all of you real collectors out there is the Enchanted Hedwig.
Oh, I like it. I like it.
Yep.
Well, I know Dale's been a great kid, so I'm sure that Santa will be definitely getting him that for Christmas, right?
Yes, I'm sure of it.
So Mike, what is Santa getting you for Christmas? Is it going to be a lump of coal? Is that it? No, can't be.
No,
come on.
Of course, Santa is going to bring him that. Of course. And if he was a really good boy this year, he might actually get one of Santa's sleigh bells.
Ooh.
I want a sleigh bell.
We didn't put that on the list. We didn't put that on the list, but he put it out there in the ether, and he hopes that Santa heard him. We'll find out.
I'm sure.
I'm sorry he's in my heart.
That's pretty great, buddy. That's pretty great. Santa should live in all of our hearts. Actually,
that's right. That's right.
A message from your uncle. A message from your Uncle Mike.
Before he starts destroying artists.
I know.
Let me be nice for a second before I start to be a super asshole. Okay.
Well, Santa only watches the first part of the show, right? So you're safe.
Right. Yes, of course. Yes, Dale wants an AF-15 in a 9.9. Could you imagine if that existed? What is the highest graded AF-15? Does anyone know?
Oh man, it's probably like a 9.4 or 9.2.
I know I've seen a 9.4. I don't know if I've seen it
like in person. You saw a 9.4?
No. I've seen it posted before.
I think it is a 9.4. I don't think it is above a 9.4.
There you go.
The highest graded one I think I've ever seen is a 6.
Wow.
And it was absolutely gorgeous. And it was an outstanding amount of money. I don't even know if I could count the zeros.
Oh my goodness. My goodness.
Yeah, we asking too much of Santa if we get one of those.
Yeah. We already have a Fantastic Four #1 in the house and an X-Men #1 in the house. So
wow.
I think that's probably going to be the echelon of the comic display in this house.
Wow, I think Santa spoiled you a lot there, Mike.
Well, I'm jealous, Mike.
Yeah.
of that one, you should, of at least the Fantastic Four, you should be, and lots of people are, and probably want to kill me for owning it. But,
so what about you, Jeff? Did you have your? Did you send your letter to Santa?
No.
Oh no! How is he going to know what to get you?
Santa knows I'm too old, and they don't send gifts to people our age.
What? You got to be kidding! Come on.
You've been a naughty boy this year, huh?
I
know. For sure. I spent more than I should have.
You know.
So you were your own Santa then.
I'm bringing my own lump of coal.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. See, look. Even Apollo said that. You're never too old to get some booty covers, Jeff.
I agree.
Yeah.
I asked Santa for an original Carla Cohen.
Ooh.
So which I'm sure you'll be getting soon.
We'll see if that should arrive soon. I don't know. I haven't seen any pictures, unless it's that one that's on her Instagram, in which case I'm pretty psyched. She hasn't said that one's mine, though. But I did order an A4 bust, and that's what she's got posted on her site. So, Carla, if you're watching, and I know you're not, but if you were, please let me know if that one's mine with the sword, because if it is, bravo.
We at Disneyland or on a beach.
I
Yeah,
know
seriously.
exactly.
Do you follow her Instagram? She's always like in the most amazing places, rain fucking forests and shit like that. What the hell, man?
I just have to like, I see it and then I go, oh,
I'm
if
so
only.
jealous of her life. Yeah, I know. Seriously.
Oh, what about you,
It's
Big
too
Rob?
bad-
What,
it's
what
too
do
bad
you
she's
get?
so tough to look at too. You know.
Oh no, darn.
Really a shame.
Yeah. Rob, what's on your wish list? What did you ask for Santa?
I think it's ridiculous. We have a wish list because we are always celebrating Christmas as collectors. We're always
That's
buying
true.
shit.
Yeah.
So for us to be having a wish list is just ludicrous because we're
But
always.
you have one, don't you?
Well, there's always a list. My list is a million strong. Well, that's it. That list is actually 364 days a year. It's all year round. Yeah, I'm opening GI Joes right now. That this will be somebody's wish list, but for me, it's Tuesday. So
Yeah,
It's
I pissed a bunch of people off last week when I opened 5 packs of Lorcana and got an enchanted bell. People are like, I've opened 10 booster boxes. I haven't gotten a single one. I opened 5 packs. I bought random at Walmart and got one.
You're the
So-
man. You're the man.
Well, I got my Christmas gift. I sold 2 Pokemon cards for $500.
Oh,
There you go,
wow.
money.
There you go, buddy. Nice work.
Well
Money,
done.
money,
Well
money.
done. Well done.
So that is the best Christmas gift I can get.
Yep. There you go. There you go. And look, also looking, Trish is looking for some best-selling comic book series in March. So don't forget, you guys, to ask your LCS about Feral. Make sure to get that ordered for you guys. Trish is also working on that with Tony Felice.
And guys, I'm telling you, man, it's amazing. And I'm not just saying that because I'm supposed to say it. I've been able to preview some things, and it's incredible. It's Trish's best work. It's her most emotional work by far.
Wow. You heard it here, guys.
And
You heard it here.
that's saying something because it's already good in the past. This is even better.
All right.
I need to borrow your hat, sir. I'm a little green with envy.
Nah, I like it. All right, guys, let's give a shout out to our sponsors and then roll up into the chat and then on to our show. So quick shout out to Cover Price. Make sure to use Nirvana 14 for 30 days of unlimited cover price for only 99 cents. So make sure to hit them up. And also Bird City Comics. When you're shopping for store exclusives or incentives, make sure to head over to birdcitycomics.com and you can use TNH10 to save yourself 10%. So make sure you're heading over there. And also quick shout outs to the chat as always. We got GT Key Comics. What is going on? Uncle Rudy, good to see you. Ronnie and Rascal Superdog. I like that. No, I'm so glad we had the show too. So thanks for tuning in.
Wow, you bought 3 Natalie Sanders OAs? Holy shit. Nice work,
Damn,
Oh,
your
who's that?
pockets
Who's
must be hurting.
buddy.
Oh, there we go. Very
Wow.
nice.
Cool.
Very nice.
That's awesome.
And also,
Congrats.
Apollo, good to see you. Thank you for stopping by as always. Just still chilling. So, still chilling. We can't wait to get you on this show sometime next year after Monday Night Football or after the football season's over. And also, Sticks, thank you for stopping by as always. Love to have you. If you're ever available, let us know. Definitely jump in the show with us. All right, guys. I think we got everybody in the chat. So let us get started with today's incentives. So here we go. All right, guys. First up, we have Animal Pound. We have a 1 in 25 by Gabriel Walta, a 1 in 50 by Bill Sienkiewicz, and a 1 in 100 by, no, it's not Tom Riley. It is Scotty Young, and I do apologize for that. That is my miss. But we have 3 great-looking books. Mike, Dale, of the 3, which one would you be after?
He likes the jumping cat one.
And even
I don't think anyone really. I don't think anyone has a question about which one's my favorite, since my man crushes Bill Sienkiewicz. So, it is also an amazing piece. Fully painted, beautiful work, interesting. The other ones are okay, I guess, to me. I'm not a huge Scotty fan in general, so there's that. But I also not a big fan of black and white covers like that generally, unless they really show off some amazing line work. And the Walter really doesn't do anything for me. But the Sienkiewicz is interesting. It's compelling. It's got great lighting, great shadow, cool impressionistic take on a cat. I think it's awesome.
Cool. What about you, Big Rob?
Oh, it's obvious. The Bill Sienkiewicz is the one to get out of these three. And he definitely crushes it on this one. 150. That's going to be pretty pricey because he's already popular to begin with, and his stuff, when it's good, it does go above market values, and it's just a cool, ominous cover. The cat underwater. You see the animal rescue in the background, the neon sign. That's fucking dope. I love that. I like how the glow really comes through. So this art really, shows the Bill Sienkiewicz style really plays to his strengths on this particular portrait, but art piece. The other ones are nothing wrong with the other ones. It's just they're all fine, but it's just you can't compare it with this particular piece from Bill. That's the winner, and that's going to probably be a very sought after this week, 100%.
It's currently selling 4 ratio. There's 5 copies.
People will get FOMO by Friday or Wednesday.
Yeah, they're selling for $45 plus $5 shipping, $50 in free shipping at the moment. But I have a feeling that will change.
That's probably a good buy right now.
Especially if the book is good. I mean, if people like the book.
What about you, Jeff?
What book is this again?
Animal Pound, number 1.
Okay. It's a sweet. I mean, that's it's not often that I see a lot of Sienkiewicz cover art that is hyper realistic.
Yeah. Sure.
He has his very unique style, but he mixes it in here, his different styles of artwork. So I mean, I dig it. I mean, look, it's not like a spectacular cover that I need to have, but I'm just saying the art itself is great, and it definitely beats the other 2 covers. So that's the one.
Okay. All right. And just really quickly, does this cover give you Apocalypse Now vibes?
Oh,
100%.
All right.
Yeah,
okay.
You're right.
Marlon Brando, right?
That's
that
right.
changes it a little.
That's right. All right, gentlemen. Moving on to the next one. Thank you for that. We have The Deviant number 2. We have a 1 in 10 by Alex Ekman Lawn and a 1 in 25 by David Toloski. All right, Big Rob, you're up.
Oh, the 1 in 25 by David Toloski. I was looking at the Midtown books this morning when I was looking at covers, and I'm like, wow, that actually stood out. Well, I stopped in my tracks and looked at it. It's creepy as fuck. All these smiles always just creep people out, right? It's especially really up close, and all you see is the teeth and the bare gums, and it's all in black and white with some blood dripping on it. It's really interesting idea. Plus, the dude dresses as Santa Claus with a Phantom of the Opera mask. It's just really it's really well done. The art's really interesting. It's not kind of realistic. It is kind of realistic, but it's not. It's also almost kind of artsy. The Alex Ekman Lawn it's interesting. It's very his style, and it's a 1 in 10, so it'll be a lot cheaper to get. Nothing wrong with it. It's creepy as hell as well, but the David that stands out any week.
Nice. All right. What about you, Jeff?
I mean, I like them both. I have no issues with either one of them. I mean, they're both creepy in their own different way. It looks like it's like supposed to be like a real family, but they're trapped inside a playhouse, like a dollhouse, and there's this evil Santa on the other side. So I mean, it's cool. It's good art. I have to agree though. I like the Toloski more, but it's also super more creepy for me, and I'm just not a huge fan of these kind of covers. Just personally, I mean, some of them are really good that I'll have to buy, but I probably wouldn't get this. But it's good art. They're both good art.
And you would choose
the Toloski, the 1 in
Perfect.
25.
All right, thank you, sir. What about you, Mike?
Yeah, it's definitely the Tulaski. I mean, so again, I misread the listing for the Tulaski, and I was like, "Oh, this week's winner." And I'm like, "Oh fuck, it's an incentive, damn." So you can't use it in my article. So clearly, I loved it from the first moment I saw it. It's really creepy, really off-putting in a lot of ways. The smiles and the beard, obviously the mask, like all the stuff Rob mentioned. It's just a really, really well done and unsettling piece. It's perfect. I think it's really well done. I don't mind the Alex Ekman one either. It doesn't hold a candle to the Tulaski.
Yeah, that was a good call. That they look like a bunch of like dental pictures.
Yep.
Yeah,
There you go. All right, here we go. Next one, we have Catwoman number 60. We got a 1 in 25 by Danny and a 1 in 50 by Terso Khan. All right, Jeff, what
This one's a little bit easier for me. It's the Danny, and the reason why is that the Khans just looks like a panel. And I like her art. Seeing it a lot more. So I dig it. It's like she's coming out of this bird cage and she just took care of that bird as a cat would if they got in. So yeah, I mean, it's cool. I dig it.
All right.
It's kind of plain though. It is kind of plain.
Okay. Mike?
Yeah, I really like Danny's style, and it is plain, and that's kind of her style, and I dig that. It's ever since her Abbott 1970 first thing I got from her. I really like pretty much everything she's done. This is really cool. This is very I don't really even know what the style is, but the sort of the layering of the two designs. The cage provides this really cool framing, which I love, and then her pose is really dynamic and cool. The Terso Khans isn't bad, but I prefer it in color, which I think is the A cover or the B cover. Whereas the Danny Ash, I don't normally like, but I wonder, is there a color of the Danny? I don't know. I have to look. I don't think there is.
Yeah, there is not.
Okay.
Which is fine. It doesn't even call for a color anyways.
No, because I mean, her suit's black and the cage bars would be black anyway. So how much color could there be? I think it's really cool. I think it's a nicely layered, almost like woodblock sort of print kind of a thing. That's the wrong style. I'm blanking on the style that I'm thinking of. Maybe Trish can help us. But
am I looking at that cover wrong, or is there blood on the end of each feather?
There looks like there's some blood or some red at the end of each feather.
Oh, there is.
Oh, that's a nice touch.
That's a great touch. Love that. Oh, yeah, I love it even more now.
All right. What about you, Big Rob? You on the same page?
You muted?
Oh, you are muted.
Sorry, let's make it 3 for 3. Danny all the way. Obviously, it's a better piece of art. Nothing wrong with Terso Khan's art. I like it more than Jeff. I think it's a pretty cool piece of art. I like the lighting of it, even for black and white. And it's not totally white. There is some like beige, grayish kind of coloring in there,
like an off-white. Yeah,
like a oval, I guess. But yeah, the Danny is just cool, especially the little touches, the intricacy of the cage itself, all the line work. That must have been a bitch. So the reflectiveness of the cat suit, you can still see, kind of see the reflectiveness because the way she lit it. So it's really cool. I dig it. It's really simple, but it's awesome.
Very nice, very nice. Looks like the chat kind of agrees about that. All right, moving on to the next one here. We have Army of Darkness Forever, number 3. We have 1 in 20 by Francesco Mattina. And another 1 in 20, but this one's by Arthur Sudiam. And you can also get the cover, I think, C's or A's if the version isn't to your liking. Mike?
The Mattina does nothing for me. It's got like that blur thing going on with it, which makes it look like it's missing a step in the. I hate that. I really do. That's like late 90s, early 2000s digital drawing where you actually couldn't get the detail to come out. And now there's like sort of no excuse for it being like that. I like Sudam's work. I think it's cool. I know that he probably uses photo references to do what he does, but I mean, he's got a good eye for how to create mood. He does a really good job at it. This one is no exception. I love it. It's just like it's almost amusing. Like, I mean, it's really cool. I actually kind of prefer it as a version in this case, whereas I don't normally care, but in this case, I think his work works as versions better. What's up, Dave?
Look at my tracks in there.
Oh, good job, buddy. Good job. But I'm talking right now. Okay. Give me 1 second. Okay. Sorry, guys. But the piece is cool. The background stuff is interesting too. All the characters chilling in the background, sort of blurred out a little bit, is a nice touch for composition.
You mean the demon wedding party?
It could look like a lot of empty space, whereas it kind of fills in nicely with those background characters. I really dig the Sweet Am. I do not like the Matina at all.
All right, Big Rob.
Honestly, I don't like both. But if I had to pick, I'd probably pick the Matina because the Sudan, I think he's done this quite a bit, and I think he's done it for this book as well. So I know I've seen this in the past from him a lot. So I just on that fact, it's solid art. Nothing wrong with the art. It's just he's done it and quite a bit, and the white blank canvas does bother me in the background. I don't like that at all. So I know the other one's just really simple. It's just a chainsaw going through weeds. I don't know what the hell's going on, but this is different and it's interesting. There's a big moon in the background. It's cool. It's simple, and I prefer it over the other one, but I really don't like both. I would skip both, but if I had to pick one, I'll pick the Matina.
Okay, Jeff.
So I agree with Big Rob that I don't like either really that much. But I do agree with Mike. I don't like the blurriness of the Matina. I feel like I have to put on a set of glasses. And the Sudan, I find it's funny. And that fits the character and everything. I mean, he's got this big Jay Leno like chin.
Yeah, he does.
It's a little over exaggerated, but I dig that. So I mean, again, I don't know if this is his best work, but I'd probably pick that over the other one.
Okay. All right. Thank you, gentlemen. And here we have a set of Star Wars books. We got Star Wars Darth Vader number 41 by Bjorn Berens at 1 in 25. And then we have Star Wars Revelations number 1, 1 in 25 by Felipe Masafera. Big Rob.
All right. Bastard, you put them both. All right.
That's right. I'm making you choose.
He's like, this is not what I meant.
I personally love both. I did pre-order one of them because there's a reason for it, but I like the art is actually better on the Bjorn Berens, but the more important book is the Felipe one. But I would personally like, because I pre-ordered the Felipe one because it's Dash Render's Marvel first appearance.
Nice.
And you can actually see Dash Rendar in his pupils.
Mm-hmm.
Do we get the Outrider too? I hope so.
I'm assuming so. I haven't heard any confirmation. But the better piece of art is obviously the Bjorn because it's just a fucking cool ass purple cover with Beta Ray in the center of it. It looks like the Juggernaut mixed with Galactus in the background. I can't tell what it is, but it's a cool ass kind of a translucent purple. I don't know. It's really crazy. I don't know what's the character in the background, but because obviously I haven't read Vader in a long time, but it's a really cool cover. So you can't really lose, but just because I'm a big Dash Render fan, I got to go with the Felipe.
All right. Jeff?
Wow. This is going to be a hot take, and Big Ron might not like me after this.
Get the fuck out of
here. I actually don't like the Bjorn.
Get the fuck out of here.
It's just, it's a little over the top. Just the layout. I don't know. I don't know what that's supposed to be. I don't know if he's sticking his head through a portal. I don't know. I don't get it. But I actually do like the Masafera just for the details of seeing, seeing him up close, and then seeing the like the details in the eyes, and being able to see render Dash in through his pupil. I mean, yeah, that's some ugly face, but that's Jabba the Hutt for you.
That's Jabba.
That's right. And Mike, you're the tiebreaker. What do you think?
I am absolutely about the Masafera, but I'm a homer for Jabba. The Jabba scenes, the in the palace and on the sail barge are my favorite Star Wars scenes. Like I could watch those over and over. To me, and I'm going to get struck down by A New Hope lightning. It is the cantina scene done well.
Yes.
I agree.
I mean, even Lucas didn't like the cantina scene. That's why they reshot half of it. So, but I mean, I think it's magnificent. Those are magnificent scenes in the movies, Jabba scenes. Masafera does a great job with texture on this one. It doesn't look like an Alex Ross knockoff. It actually looks like something that's unique. I agree with Jeff. I'm not really sure what the hell's going on in the Berens.
You don't like Galactus?
Wrong universe, sir.
I'm kind of over Berens's like hyper 3-dimensionalized sort of action figure-y looking art. It was cool at first, but I really don't date it more. So the fact that this cover is also confusing. I guess the purple's cool. I agree with Rob on that part, but otherwise it's the Masafera all day long. Yeah, but again, I'm a mark for anything Jabba. So
And Big Rob's a mark for anything purple.
I own JabbasPalace.com. So
Well, I'm buying the Jabba. I'm not buying the purple one. I think it's a cool purple cover, but I'm buying the Jabba.
Dash Red, and also I love Dash Rendar too. So if he's in this book and he's on the cover like that, also it's an added plus.
Okay, go ahead, Big Rob.
The Plus Revelations is $7 book, so for 1 in 25, that's probably a $50 book.
Close to it.
So
Yeah.
I agree with I think Mike and Jeff saying like this cover's confusing. I mean, I look at this and is he spitting out Darth Vader or is he like eating Darth Vader? Like his
Who
head
fucking knows, man? But it's
right here,
cool.
dude. I was like, what is it?
It's Darth Vader's like Zord.
I just don't understand his cover.
No, it looks like it's Jargon drinking from a tumbler, and Darth Vader's in it.
It's Ultron.
I guess. All right. Here we go. We got a new emoji here. So we got Daredevil Black.
freaking Alonzo! I just realized what you did.
I saw this, and I'm like, I hope the guy he didn't pick this cover, but
I did.
I died.
Oh, 1 in 25, and we have the eggplant emoji for this one. Don't cover your eyes, Mike.
I'm not covering my eyes. I'm pretending I don't exist.
That's not how it works, Mike. That's not how it works.
All right,
that's
Jeff,
an
you're
ostrich.
up,
Man.
You're
Thanks. I get to go first. Thanks.
You do.
it's
This
horrible.
is
Dude.
so bad. I mean, it's a booty cover for you, Alonzo. I'm just saying.
The wrong kind of booty, but yeah.
Their proportions are wrong, and I'm not talking about the eggplant. It just this is so. It looks like a kid drew this, honestly.
You're good.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
I don't like it. It's the face, everything. Everything's wrong with it. Maybe he got the bottom of the boot right. That's about it.
Oh, you got it right. But it's just crazy.
At least you know how it's hanging.
It's not hanging. It's dragging.
Wow.
All right. Anything else to add, Jeff, before I head over to Mike?
Hell no, I don't want to kill Ryan Brown.
All right. Come on, Mike. Come on, Mike.
No, this is not good Ryan Brown, just in general. Forget about the D. I don't really care. No, I guess we get like, boobs out everywhere and camel toe on the occasional cover. So I guess it's okay for the ladies to get a little whatever little package action. But so all is fair in love and comics, but I just don't think this is a good Ryan Brown. I really don't think it's his best work.
Exactly,
I think
guy.
Jeff is right. The proportions are weird. The face is strange. Some of the shadowing and lighting seems forced and kind of free, at least amateur for Ryan Brown anyway. Yeah, I don't know. It's not a good representation of his work, in my opinion.
All right. Big Rob?
I like how Guy points out the movement. Like, who gives a shit about the movement? This guy is dragging something massive.
Well, I mean, you did watch She-Hulk, didn't you?
Yeah.
That's
Oh
true.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And that's a big bitch. So
That's an Amazonian, man.
yeah, so I don't know. You guys already said it all. It's ridiculous what he fucking drew. I'm like, you totally see the definition of his asshole. That's too much. Like, come on, dude. He was having fun making this shit. He's like, watch, I'm gonna do this shit. People are gonna flip.
If you're gonna do it, though,
He's like, Batman's dick print? I got your asshole right here.
I know it's ridiculous. Yeah, and the leg is totally just the angle of the leg.
I
and
feel like he's gonna tear a hamstring.
yeah, it's totally wrong. It's totally fucking wrong. And how long is that whip, man? That whip is massive. It's crazy. It's all
He has a
around.
massive whip.
That's what she said.
Is
I
that what
know.
kids are calling it nowadays?
He got the double whip on this one, but yeah, according to that horrible fucking trade dress, right? It's always going to just bring down a cover no matter what.
He has to always go back to the trade dress.
Well, I wish they could burn that trade dress, dude. It's horrible.
Yeah, that one's bad. That's even worse than the regular Daredevil trade dress.
I agree.
So why did you put this on our show, Alonso? You're just a jerk. But
and he took out some of your Star Wars and Star Trek.
I know
ones.
he put this shit. He put this in over
for
somewhere,
this.
dude. I hate you. So yeah, this is horrible. Yeah, skip this. Don't buy this. Don't support this shit. Let Brian. If you buy it, tag Ryan Brown when you're burning it. Let me know.
You're burning it. Wow. Okay. There we go. See, still chilly. He did it for the ladies. There you go.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on. We have, here we go. The Incredible Hulk number 7 by Sergio Fernandez Davila. Yeah. 1 in 25. Mike.
Oh, I hate it. I absolutely hate it.
Come
I
on.
hate it. Yes.
on.
No, come on. I hate it. It's
That was
so
the last cover.
not even. I honestly would rather have the last cover, I think, over this, just because I think it's going to be like something that oddly people want as like a
You
curiosity.
can flip it at least, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you're definitely going to be able to flip it. That one has the over this one. That one has the so this one is more of a. I mean, this gives me like Maria Wolf vibes, kind of like overdone,
Man, you're
overdrawn.
insulting my girl, bro. Come on.
And, like,
Shots fired.
first of all, let's talk about the horrendous trade dress again. I know Rob is going to do that too, but now, so let's blow it apart and make it look even worse.
Worse.
I didn't know that was possible.
Yeah, but it apparently is possible. I don't dislike the concept kind of that's been done before, but and famously, but I don't know, the ridiculous overdone muscles and things are just like, it doesn't do it for me. I can't take it. You obviously gave it a face palm, Alonzo. Why did you give it a face palm?
It is terrible. Look at it. He's
Okay.
got muscles on top of muscles.
Okay, good. All right, so I'm not crazy. All right.
Not at all.
All right.
All right. What about you, Big Rob?
You see that horrible peach from Mocha on the side? I'd rather take that shit any day. over this. I'm like, at least that's
Is it the
interesting.
hand one?
Yeah, it's
Is
like
it
a
though?
hand. I don't know what's going on in that one, but at least that one's interesting. This is boring, badly done. The trade dress, I can't believe they pulled it off. It's a miracle. It's a miracle for Christmas. Worst trade dress. It's Sergio Fernandez Villa, I can't remember his art from other pieces. I don't know if he's actually this bad or he just had a bad day or he rushed work. What's going on? But
There's
yeah,
a lot of work in this, though. Like
yeah,
he spent a lot of time.
yeah, he did 100%. I agree. You could tell he put work into it. It just the outcome is just it doesn't make sense. It's just bad. Yeah, this is not good. Please skip this. Don't pay this. This is going to be a $10 book at best.
That's generous.
Yep.
I
right,
thought
yeah.
that was generous too. Yeah, this is more Abomination than the Hulk.
Yeah, that's true too.
It's like he drew the Hulk and then he drew the head in there.
Yes.
And the head looks like he's got some like 70s hippie hair. And his face is just it looks more like his son's face. It's just very weird looking. And then like I can't even say they said enough about the trade dress. That is really bad.
Yeah, it's really bad.
I don't even know if I even like him, like the groundbreaking. Like I feel like it's like kind of wrong a little too. So whatever. It's not something I would buy, and I would not suggest anybody buy it either.
All right. Let's move on to the next one here. We have Dwellings, number 3 of 1 in 10 by Jay Stevens. And you can get the bloody version at the 1 in 10, or you can get the regular, which I believe is the cover A or B. All right, Big Rob.
Yeah, I always see these every week or whatever, however often they come out on when I'm doing my FOC, and they're always tempting because I think they're really cute. They're really, I love the colors, the work on it, the actual artwork, the penciling, and all that, and I love the. It's obviously the homaging these 1950s, 1960s books, right? Those Dell books, those Gold Key books.
Mm-hmm.
And they've been doing it for a while. This is already the 3rd issue, but it feels like they released 50 covers on this particular Dwellings title. But it's a cool ass cover. Which one do I prefer? I think I'll prefer the red one over the regular color one. I just something about the that tequila sunrise color in the background I like. So. It's a cool cover. 1 in 10. You might get it on the cheap, maybe $7, $6.
All right, Jeff.
So at first I thought there was a mistake on this cover, and now I realize they're ghosts.
Yeah.
Okay, so that makes more sense why I can see the moon through their faces. And I agree with Big Rob. I actually would. I like the color one too, but I also like this. Color palette, the style for these kind of books, like these homages. Exactly what he said. I got Gold Key Dell book homage for sure. I kind of dig it just for the simplicity of like how it reminds me of those old books and old cartoons and stuff like that. So, I mean, it's cool. I don't know if it's the best book today, but it's good. Yeah.
Okay, Mike.
So my real collection is all of that stuff. It's all that Disney Peanuts.
Yes.
And then of course up through the Silver Age was where most of the Dell stuff survives. So I'm a huge sucker for this kind of look. I think this is great. I think it's done really well. I think all the covers for Dwellings have been really cool. I have avoided buying them just for fear of falling down the rabbit hole.
Yep.
Because there are a lot of them, as Rob said, but they really are well done. This is cool. There's a lot of cool conceptual stuff, like you said, the ghosts and the moon coming through their faces and the bats in the background and the whole look of it. The sort of the cast of characters down the side, which was always done that season, even in the 50s, even as far back as the 40s, actually. But I think I prefer the color one. It gives me more of the vintage vibe that it's supposed to be giving, but I get that the bloody one is sort of a cool, like, here's what happens in this book. It's not so cutesy. It's more horror than you would expect. But I mean, again, like the Jabba cover before, I'm the mark for these kinds of books because I really, everyone probably thinks I just collect ass covers and and stuff like that.
Ass covers.
which I do. But my real love, if I had to keep only one short box, it would be my short box of, that kind of stuff, the cartoon character stuff.
And just really quickly, because I just noticed. Did you notice, like on the sides here of these cast of characters that you mentioned, they're different. Like on the regular
they're drawn
cover,
different.
Do you like this
and
one?
it's like, oh, it says revenge, and it's kill, trauma. Shh. I think it's kind of cool. I think it's kind of cool that they did that. They changed the wording.
Like I was gonna say earlier, like I really don't like it when they reuse the same covers for the ratios or versionize them for the ratios. But in this case, like they made enough differences to like make it worth. Yeah.
All right. Cool. Thank you, guys. All right, moving on to the next one. Here you go, Big Rob. We have G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero, number 302, 1 in 10, by Brad Walker. Mike?
So I made a comment again in Cover Fire this week about how Image finally gets G.I. Joe, and these are the best covers they can come up with. I'm really disappointed in all of them. It's okay, decent A cover. It certainly doesn't feel like an incentive to me. Granted, it's only a 1 in 10, so it probably won't be that difficult to get. I assume shops are ordering these pretty heavy, at least heavy enough to get a couple copies of this. I don't think this will be rare. It does sort of give me a vibe of the old sort of advertisements for the cartoon, so that's cool, I guess. But it just doesn't do anything for me. I want like both this and Transformers. Like I want to be blown away by those covers. I mean, these companies finally got these franchises, and they should really be focused in on making the covers incredible. But this one just kind of meh to me. For 1 in 10, if I could get it like around cover price, I would get it just because it's the incentive for a G.I. Joe book, but not because I like the cover.
Okay. Big Rob?
Too loud.
Look what my wife just brought me from Ross. She's
Son of a gun, bro.
Nova.
Nice.
How much?
$2.99.
$2.99. There you go. Great.
Leslie, can you find me a wife like you that will bring me toys too?
No, it's a bad habit.
All right. So obviously, I'm a G.I. Joe homer since I'm like literally opening G.I. Joes as we talk. I love it personally. It's a cool cover of Cobra holding a fucking Cobra in his hand. That's redundant, and I like what was that? Stalker. Yeah, Stalker in the front with the jetpack, and like Mike said, is really reminiscent of the animation or the old advertisement. It totally brings me back to Duke with the jetpack flying around in the animation intro. I do like the way they drew the fire and stuff like that. It's a cool cover. Yeah, it's nothing to blow you away. I agree with Mike. These covers don't. Some of the covers have been at best C+. The majority of them, and I with so much fanfare, Skybound getting these two books, Transformers and G.I. Joe. When it comes to the cover art, it's been mostly miss. There's some hits, but it's mostly miss.
Right.
And that's really disappointing on their part. There's so many great artists they could have hired, but you could tell they're cheapening out on the art. They're just being cheap. They don't want to pay. So maybe I don't know what the licensing was too much for them or what, but I don't know what's the reasoning why they're being so cheap. But that's what it is. You just bring back Royal. Royal was a fucking master IDW doing the 1 in 10s for G.I. Joe.
Yeah, so, seriously, I bought every single one of those.
Yeah, fucking awesome. So. Yeah, this is still solid, but they should definitely improve. But I think I pre-ordered this. I'm pretty sure I'm getting this.
Okay. What about you, Jeff?
I would say this is C+ cover. If we're saying like I agree with Mike. This is A cover probably at best. Nothing wrong with the art per se, but it's also nothing great about the art either. It's just middle of the road. And I even think he had to change part of his drawing because it looks like the Cobra is supposed to be standing up from his palm of his hand. and he had to move that Cobra around so it fits underneath that trade dress. So like, yeah, it's just mediocre to me, and I'm not buying a ratio for mediocre.
All right, well said, well said. All right, moving on to the next one, we have Wonder Woman number 4 by W. Scott Forbes, and it is a 1 in 25. All right, Jeff.
Okay, I'm a little weirded by her face, but other than that, I mean, the art itself is great. I dig it. It's a little different, a little bit of a brighter suit. That's cool. It looks more cartoonish. Her suit does, but I actually kind of like it. It's more like a Pocahontas Wonder Woman.
I can see that. I can see that.
It's exactly what it looks like. I cannot unsee that now. Jeez.
But it's a good version. I actually dig it. It's something different. It's like instead of making her look like this, like she normally looks like, they've been trying to change her look a little, adding the other Amazonians and stuff like that. So this is a good take.
Sing the song, Jeff. When the wind. No, I don't even do it.
All right, what is your take on there, Big Rob?
I like it. Yeah, it's harder to unsee Pocahontas now. But I do like it. It's you know what?
Freaking guy, dude.
The bird, yeah, he's totally staring at her. Veggie. Yeah, what's going on? But there is a problem with this piece of art. The lower portion of her body, her butt, her legs, it's really, really small. She's really vase shaped, right? It's like she has like no butt on this thing, and that's a bad sign. And in comic books, we like butts, and I cannot lie. But it's maybe you know what? I changed my mind. The more I look at it, I don't like it. It's just I think the lower torso just kills it for me. I cannot dig Pocahontas on this one. Sorry.
All right. So Mike, you like Pocahontas?
My God.
What do you got there, Mike?
Hold on. You got visuals. Hold up. You got visuals.
Can't see it. Oh, there's Pocahontas.
Oh, there's Pocahontas.
No, we remember.
Like her.
We remember. Yeah.
I can't get it dim enough to show up on the screen for whatever reason, but
no butt shaming.
Hey, you know what? And that bird that guy pointed out to you, it's really funny to me because what he's looking at in a different language is called pek pek. I think it's Tagalog.
I almost wonder if he used this pose for this. It's so similar. It's the same angle and everything. I mean,
maybe he was watching Pocahontas while he was drawing this.
Maybe. What's funny is I have I know the artist.
Guy and Trish, man, you guys know your Disney tunes. I love it. Guy and Trish.
I could hear it in my head.
I know the main artist for Pocahontas pretty well. He lives in the area, and I have one of the original cell drawings, and it's this same pose.
What the hell?
I'm looking at it's literally like a spitting image of that. I don't dislike this cover, but I will say that the Julian Totino Tedesco cover for this book this week is way better than this one. I almost think they should have been swapped. That one should have been the incentive, and this one should have just been the B cover. So look for that in Cover Fire tomorrow.
There you go.
Late morning, early afternoon depending on your time.
All right. What about this one here?
Shameless plug.
That's right. Vampirilla versus Superpowers number 6, 1 in 10 by Joseph Michael Linsner. Mike?
I love it. I really do like Linsner's work. I know that it looks very 90s. He's never changed his style, and I love that about him. That he continues to do this the same way ever since he started way back on Dawn. And this one is actually a really top end cover for him. I think this is really, really well done. That he sells on Facebook Marketplace and stuff like that. His best pieces are often those, and this one looks like one of those. Like he spent a lot of time on this. I know that he uses he does digital background stuff, I think now, which is kind of a shame, but I think as a result it allows him to spend a little bit more time on the figures. and they've been better recently as a result of that. So I think that's a good thing. You know, it's like Frisk and Wonder Woman after the 40th one, or you know, you start to get a little fatigue of the same artist drawing the same character. People say that about Perillo too, doing Red Sonja and Vampirella, but you know, these guys were like born to do these characters. I mean, this is perfect for them. And when they hit hard, they hit hard. So this one's really good, and it's purple. Rob probably likes it.
Yeah. Well, Rob,
It's not purple enough for me.
Okay. Sorry.
kind of like the Lorenz.
No, I dig it. I like Brian McClay's twin brothers art here. So it's interesting. The background side, Latif, that's kind of gross. I don't know what's going on. That's absolute vampire with the giant canines, right? So I don't know what's the background significant shows, or what kind of story
It's telling you, be careful who you date, sir.
That's right.
or it's a really aggressive butthole or something. But
Wow.
the bats are cool. She's sexy, but her outfit is
This is
really
the close up of the Daredevil cover.
yeah. And Vampirilla's inside of it.
She's making a cameo appearance, okay?
Her outfit is literally painted on, like literally painted on. That's just literally paint on her body with a necklace.
Well, sir, that's a thing, okay? That is a thing.
Yeah, no, but everything's so well. The anatomy of the character is great. The proportions are great. Everything's well done. So I can't really hate on it if you like it. It's a solid cover. 1 in 10, $7 book, $7.50.
There you go. Jeff?
Could even be cover price for all you know.
Apparently, Gene Colan used to do that, by the way, when he would draw Black Widow in the Daredevil comics.
Uh-huh.
He said he would draw her naked and let the colorists draw her, like paint her.
No shot.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
What do you mean, ew? God, you're so 4. Go away.
Naked.
Does she have cooties too?
No.
Oh, okay. But yeah, so there's artists that do that, and Linsner draws a lot of new.
It's
So I wouldn't put it
nice.
past them to have done that, and then just
Stop
paint.
saying naked.
Nude. What do you want me to say? No clothes on? How do you want me to say it?
I want with clothes on.
Well, she has clothes on, ish.
Supposedly.
All right, come on, Jeff.
Does paint count as clothes?
It does nowadays, really.
I guess so. Go down to the beach.
Yeah.
It looks like the Sarlacc pit behind her, but yeah.
Yeah.
The art is perfectly fine on Vampirilla and the bats. Cool. I even like the detail where he has like I'm gonna point this out. Near her back, where the suit kind of like is away from her, like it's kind of rolling up, and you can kind of see like the fold in her skin. Like that's detail. So I mean, it's fine. I think it does probably go more for like the artwork itself is for the trade dress. So that's just my opinion. But yeah, I probably just get the A cover.
Yeah, that is true. All right. We got Rare Flavors. Number 3, a 1 in 15 by Dan Mora. Big Rob?
I did not. That's the first time I've seen this cover here. It's interesting. Interesting art. I like the coloring. The coloring is great. The yellows are cool mixed in with the kind of the aquamarine blues of these. Looks like maybe Southeast Asian or Indian influenced creatures there, or gods, or somebody shut up over there. But the kid in the middle, it's kind of crazy with the nerdy kid with the camera and the headphones. That's kind of weird. Doesn't really blend in with everything else. But I guess he's one of the protagonists of the book, so he has to be on the cover. But I love the color mixture here. It's a cool, interesting vibe to it. it makes me curious to open the book. So I dig that for that reason, and it's a 1 in 15, so it's not going to be expensive.
Cool. All right. What about your thoughts, Mike?
Mute.
I'm still debating whether I like it or not. Man,
Yeah.
I really love the background stuff. That is really cool. It looks sort of like tattooed, sort of like Far Eastern dragon kind of stuff. That's really, really intricate and cool. I'm not sure I love the foreground stuff so much. The Kingpin mixed. What is this book? Rare Flavors. I don't know anything about this book. It's okay. Dude, Jesus. Yeah, I almost wish it were just that background style. I think that's amazing, but I'm not a huge fan of the foreground stuff.
Okay.
And clearly there's space there for trade dress, and when that's missing, it sort of bothers me.
You don't like the comic book nerd in the front?
Is that what that's supposed to be?
The Japanese Peter Parker.
Yeah.
What's your take on it, Jeff?
That's kind of.
So I think I dig everything but the foreground character. I get what Mike's saying, that I feel like there's 3 different styles, or at least like 3 different layers here that might not necessarily all go together either. But I do dig the background character, and I even dig the Kingpin purple suit guy.
Yeah.
I just don't know if I like that added person in front.
Mm-hmm.
I even like the purple guy. I dig the details in the shadowing, and I like the details of the character on the back. It kind of looks like Indian, or maybe even Aztec, or like, like that kind of background.
That's it. Aztec. That's it. That's more like it. It's more Aztec. You're right. Good call.
So like, I dig all of it, and the details are in there. Just I don't think this layout works. So I don't know. I probably would pass just on that little bit.
Cool. All right. Moving on to the next one, we have Wolverine number 40, 1 in 25 by Arthur Adams. Jeff?
His face is so flat. Okay, I'm going to say that thank goodness it's just not the head.
That's true.
Besides that, I don't think I would get this. And thank goodness it's on the Wolverine cover too. On a Wolverine book. So no, I it's okay, but it's just I wouldn't get it.
Okay. All right. Mike, you're like, no.
Let's call a spade a spade. This cover sucks. This is not good, Arthur Adams. Let him draw girls or whatever, that same girl in a different costume every time, or whatever it is that he does.
Yep.
I agree with the floating head, which is great, but this cover is kind of terrible. I mean, if this were anybody else, we would not be pausing to try to figure out a way to be nice about it.
Thank you.
So let's not fucking be nice about it. It's just not good. Arthur Adams is capable of a hell of a lot better than this.
So in his universe, all the girls are chubby cheeks and all the guys are flat faced.
Apparently, I guess so. Which is fine his style is fine, and I don't dislike his style, but this is a poor representation of that style.
Okay.
We've said that a couple of times tonight, but I'm not going to try to sugarcoat it just because it's Arthur Adams.
Okay. All right, Big Rob?
Well, I completely disagree. I like it.
Well, you would, Mr. Maria Wolf.
It has shades of Maria Wolf. I personally like it. I love the line work on the actual torso. I do like the face. I like the action movement of Wolverine coming towards you. I guarantee it's the Wolverine 40, 1 in 25. This is probably going to sell for more than Ratio. You'll see it probably top 10 this week. If you see a lot of our books end up in the top 10. So I think this might be a popular book. It's a lot better than some of the prior Arthur Adams, especially the last few months. I think a lot of these last few months has been shit from Arthur Adams. I think this is better than shit. This is not the greatest, but it's better than the shit. And on that level, we applaud it. So I dig it.
If this is a top 10, it's because it's Wolverine alone.
What about the claws, though? I mean, everybody's pointing out these weird claws.
It's a comic book. It's make believe. Let it go.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Okay. All
That's
right.
not my Wolverine.
What about this one? Superman
No, my Wolverine.
1 in 25 by Nathan Zerdy. Mike.
No, this is a fail from Zerdy too. Similar. Head's too small, body's too long, all kinds of proportional issues. What's up with the rubber arms? Or at least it's way too digital. There's all kinds of shit wrong with it. I kind of like the one thing I do like though is the sort of like purple toned, like single tone thing over a black background. I would like to see him try again. With that in mind, like that sort of not aesthetic motif. That's the word I'm looking for. That's cool. But no, the rest of it is the neck's too long, the head's too small, body's too long, just all kinds of problems.
Okay. Jeff?
So this is Banshee, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, the good thing is he's got the hair down.
Yeah, the hair looks good.
But I agree with Mike. The proportions are off. The arms are missing elbows. and like a determination between, the forearm and the like the wrist, and he's missing so much in here, like the details. Outfit's fine, I guess. I actually don't like the face either. He just made her like anywhere from like a 14-year-old to a 19-year-old looking girl. So I'm out.
Okay. Big Rob?
I like the color. The color is cool, but yeah, the elbows are hard to get beyond that. They're backwards. So it's not like it's. I don't think it's bad as the guy said, but it's also not great, and it's not for me personally. I'm not a big fan of this character. I'm not buying Superman books nowadays.
Trish, that's hysterical.
Yeah, she's definitely needs calcium, right? So
she needs milk.
She needs milk. Memes. So yeah, it's a fail. Zerdy's a great artist, but maybe he was rushing on this one, so I don't know what's going on. But yeah, he could have done a lot better.
Okay. All right. And that does it for our store, or excuse me, our incentives for this week. So thank you, gentlemen. Thank you, chat. Now we're moving on to our store exclusives. And here we go. Up first is Kid Cudi presents Moon Man #1, which is a homage to Silver Surfer #1 by Nuno Pereira. Hope I said that right. LE of 500 with a cost of $15. Pereira? Beria. Thank you. All right. Jeff?
Part of it, like the majority of it, is a good homage. I always like it when they kind of do the wear on the cover because it is an homage and an older book homage like that. But I don't know if I like the character itself, but it's a good homage. Would I buy it? I mean, I guess for $15, it's not a bad price actually, and the limitation. So I guess if you're a huge Silver Surfer fan, this is a cool book to get.
Okay. Big Rob, what are your thoughts on this one?
Well, I do pay I've really paid attention to FOC the last 3-4 years, and this homage actually has been done to death. It doesn't seem like it, but it's because it has been done to death. It's been done by usually small printing companies or small books. So it's kind of burned out. It's an homage to Silver Surfer. I get it.
But it's
cool,
Kid Cudi, dude.
Yeah, fuck Kid Cudi. Moon Man, who knows what it is? It's limited to 500, $15. Yeah, who cares, right?
You don't know. You don't like Day and Night?
I don't even know it.
All right, what about you, Mike?
No, so this falls in the category of I don't need an homage again. Like, just come up with an original idea for your cover that shows off your character. Create your own classic. Like, stop trying to bite other people's classics. I'm actually not even really a huge fan of Silver Surfer #1 anyway.
Yeah.
It's not the greatest cover in the world. I mean, it's become iconic because it's a #1 and it's Silver Surfer and he's cool. But think about the other better Silver Surfer covers than this one. Basically anything on Fantastic Four. They're all better. So I don't know. It doesn't do anything for me at all. I know nothing about the book. I'm with Rob on the fuck Kid Cudi trip. I mean, well, I don't give a shit. What does he have to do with comics? Why is he in comics? I don't care. It's like Keanu Reeves. I didn't give a shit about Berserker either. I don't care who you are. Why are you? What makes you? So no, that part doesn't sell me for sure. And like I said, I don't really love the original cover all that much. Not enough to homage anyway. So it's a no, triple no.
All right.
Good price though. $15 is pretty cheap for a store exclusive.
All right. How about this one by Zerdy? We have Fall of the House of X, #1. You can find this at Unknown Antihero Gallery at 616, and it'll cost you $40. All right, Mike.
This is a way better Zerdy than the last one, that's for sure. Definitely spent more time on it. I'm also a sucker for Storm, and I really do like her in her white costume. So that's pretty cool too. So I'm kind of drawn to that bias because of the subject matter. But the $40 thing, like, you got to really fucking blow me away now for my $40. Mm-hmm. I'm not just blowing $40 on any book anymore. So definitely better than the last Zerdy. Still not purchasing.
Okay. All right. What about you, Big Rob?
Pretty much same sentiment. I'm definitely not buying it, but it's a million times better than the last one with bendy arms.
Just the cover, Big Rob.
Yeah, I'm definitely a sucker for Jim Lee Storm. Right, this is Jim Lee Storm. We're all early, still a child or early teenager when the cartoons came out. So that's what brings us all back to. I love her costume, love the hair. It's usually not a big digital guy. It says it's heavily digital, but it's done well. It's not over the top digital where it kind of grosses me out and makes me nauseous. So I dig it. Even the trade dress one with the horrendous Marvel X shit on the corner it's still fine. So, but $40 is tough. Yeah, like Mike said, to get my $40, you gotta really. Yeah, I really gotta want it. I let books go by that I know I should buy and I don't buy, and you gotta earn my money.
Okay, Jeff.
And you just have to wait till next Black Friday. You can get this cheaper.
Oh yeah,
True.
Yeah, like I agree with all of what everyone said. Dig this one version better than Nathan's earlier version of what was it? Banshee?
Rubber Arms?
Yeah. Obviously, this is the best costume, or at least one of the best costume Storms. I actually dig that he put a little bit more detail in here for her costume, like especially like the wings part. But again, it honestly it looks like a Marvel Universe card, right? Like
it does.
Marvel Metal.
Thank you.
Oh, good. Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I probably I'm not spending $40 on a set
Okay.
Just not. There's nothing important enough. All these little runs that they're doing, it's really hit or miss.
Or X-Men Ultra Flare.
More
right?
miss. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Look, if we see this costume in a movie, I'm gonna freak out.
Oh my gosh. Please.
It's happening, dude. Sooner or later,
Yes.
it will happen.
Please,
All
please,
right.
please.
All right, moving on to this one here. We got Thundercats #1 from the Comic Corner. LE of 500, cost of $20.
What? No eggplant emoji on this one?
No eggplant. No eggplant. Not on this one. It's not that obvious.
It's almost peeping out, though.
Pretty
It's
obvious.
Almost.
It's almost
But it's
winking
a
an eye.
cat.
dude.
Different. It's a cat.
Alonso's trying to pretend that he doesn't look at details like that.
Today is definitely
Cat,
female-oriented show.
It's a cat.
Cats have
All right, Rob, come on.
Oh, dude, I actually I didn't put too much effort to look for. I just saw the top part of the image, but I couldn't find a full image. Obviously, you found one. I love it. I'm a Thundercats homer. I collect the action figures, and I have a giant Thundercat the size of a small child.
It's a male cat for sure.
Milk cat for sure. Yeah, 100%.
No guessing here.
It's that guy that wears shorts and sits in front of you, and his balls are hanging out because they're sagging so bad.
Wait, that was everybody in the 70s and 80s.
Pretty much, yeah. I lived through that era, so I've been there and done that, right? So,
Where's his Walkman? He should be out running.
but regardless of the giant ball sack, I love it. It's great cover. I love the background. I love the colors. I love the I love the Goku hair. Right, you got the Goku hair in the back. So it's cool. $20, limited to 500. I know they're gonna murder this like a dead horse, like all my other nostalgia plays that I love, and they're gonna have a ton of covers like Transformers and Transformers did. If they don't have a lot, this is the winner for me. I might buy this, but I gotta see what other people are doing. So, but I like it a lot.
Okay. And Jeff?
Now I know what the term big cat means. Big Rob, it's Thundercats, sir. Okay, it's Thundercats.
Oh, hey, my fault.
Thunder. Thundercats.
My fault. Sorry.
You change one more letter and it's Tindercats.
Tinder kid.
That's a different thing. Jeff. You find that on OnlyFans.
This kind of messes me up because it's straight up like Goku.
Maybe he wants a Tundra.
He's going
can't.
Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
Everything but the hair. Yeah, it's just. I actually wouldn't pick this up. It's funny, but it's no. I'd be laughing at it more.
Hater.
Okay. All right, and Mike.
So, somehow, with all of its faults, I don't mind the cover.
That's awesome.
But this is why I love Trish Forstner so much. The first thing I was drawn to is exactly what she said, which is that the twisting of the torso is wrong.
Yeah.
And it's really bothering me. It's very much the focal point of the cover. The belt emblem is where my eye goes, and that being in the wrong position is really bothersome to me.
It was an action figure.
So yeah, it looks like definitely a rubber banded action figure that you turned a little too far. I don't mind the Goku hair. I like the explosion in the background. The details are cool. The colors are cool. Overall, the impact of the cover is definitely there. It's not a bad cover, but there's enough wrong with it that is too off-putting for me.
Okay. All right. And yes, he does have some thick thighs. Yes, some legs.
I mean, you know why it looks wrong. The belt is wrong, right? It's just he didn't want to draw it with the perception, like the
depth perception on it being like an oval, like ovular.
Yeah, and it's supposed to be more right under his abs, like in the middle of his abs, right? So that's why he didn't want to.
You know what? Maybe his belt is like the championship belt. It just doesn't move. Right? It's there.
Static.
Yeah,
everything else moves
right?
around it. Yeah.
Or maybe like the belt is hiding, some other things. I don't know.
Oh,
Because he has an ab window. He has an ab window, right?
So
So the
going
belt
down,
is kind of
he
hiding
pulls it up.
like this stuff.
I don't want to go and
So
speculate
the
here.
bell hides it even more, huh?
Yep. Yep.
It's just lazy. That's all.
All right.
Yeah, I think
And
you're
I
right,
believe
Jeff.
that does it for our store
Wow.
exclusives.
Oh my gosh.
There we go. There we go. All right, Mike, lay it on us.
Okay. As always, every Tuesday you can find me on CBSI. That's comicbookinvest.com, where I write Cover Fire, which is the antithesis to this podcast. It is the, in my opinion, the best non-incentive, non-exclusive covers for the week. And this week is kind of a slow week, but there are a couple of really good covers. So check that out tomorrow, late morning, early afternoon, depending on your time zone. And Cover Tunes is my other article, which is on long hiatus now with new job and new baby. Well, he's one now. But with all that having happened in my life, I've stopped writing it for the moment. But there are 215 some odd articles to go back and read if you're so inclined. Great content over there on CBSI, all for free. Check it out. Please comment. I love to chat with people in the comments. It's fun for me to interact with you guys. So if you have something to say, bad, good, or indifferent, please toss it down there and I'd be happy to reply.
All right, love it, Mike. The stuff that you put out, man, it's a lot of fun. I enjoy reading those little summaries of why you chose this book. So I like it. I like how you explain yourself. It's great.
I was a little salty this week, so.
I can't wait. It's even better. It's even better.
A little bit more salty, yeah.
And those Cover Tune articles, they're like what people would say is evergreen, because it's not, it's just, it's your rhyme and reason, so they're always going to be that way, basically.
Yeah, they're not based on spec or anything like that.
Exactly.
And matter of fact, I almost tried to actively avoid spec when I was writing those. So yeah, they're not based on anything about the market or value, just my favorite stuff that I think is overlooked. Simple as that.
Here you go. This is for you, Mike.
That
really,
means,
it just means Mike.
are there ponies in the mail for Mike?
That's what he's getting for Christmas.
Oh, I already got my present. I got Chip and Dale.
Mike's like, just give me the lump of coal.
And don't forget Sticks. We'll be reaching out, man, for sure. Oh, thank you. All right.
Yes.
We got to give a quick shout out to our sponsors really quickly before we head on out. As always, let's start off with our friend Sean over at DisplayGeek.com. Make sure you use Team NerdHerd to save yourself 10%. And this is off your very, very first purchase. Head on over there. You get some great display cases for not only your Pops, but also for some of your other collectibles as well. And as always, birdcitycomics.com, use TNH10 to save yourself 10%. And over at coverprice.com, use Nirvana 14 for 30 days of unlimited cover price for only 99 cents. All right. And as always, Mike, could you please give us our little disclaimer?
No artists other than Arthur Adams were harmed in the making of this podcast.
Very nice. I love it.
Oh no, I think I hurt Ryan Bryan too.
What about Ryan Brown?
And Nathan Zerdy.
And Nathan Rubber Arm. All right. That's right.
I see. Since we haven't had Steve on the show lately, Big Rob's replaced him as the toy guy.
That's right.
He's playing with his toys now.
Look, he's a big smile on his face. He's like,
dude, he's like totally geeking, nerding out right now. He's not even paying attention. He's so concentrated on his toys.
Yeah, guys, I think maybe we either we failed tonight or we were a great success because I didn't buy any of these covers on eBay tonight.
Well, hey, there's lulls in the weeks during the year. Yeah.
There's really nothing that I'm honestly right? in the world of comics. I just want more Farrell. I just want Farrell. Give me Farrell.
There you go.
Put it out early. Give me a poster. There's a trailer. Everybody, go check out the trailer On I think you can link to it through Trisha's Instagram, among other places.
There you go.
And it's loud, so be aware that it's loud.
All right. Big Rob, can you please take us out?
Sure. If you want to do it right, be a comic cover whore for life.
All right. Happy holidays, everybody.
Happy holidays.